And I'm like, Misty Blue. I said, that sounds familiar, Misty Blue. And then I heard the matter of someone's heart. It could already be um, a love situation that you once encountered or experienced. This can be also the longing for that part of you that you could have lost. This can be something, a relationship that you actually just had to close. But it's like somewhere you lied to yourself. Misty Blue, Dorothy Moore. Check it out, listen to the lyrics. There may be something significant in there for you. This message is still general. It may or may not be your resonance. All that jazz, you know what to do here in the YouTube streets. I channel messages. I go with the receptive flow. This may not be your resonance. There may be pieces in this for you. I am not a marriage counselor, a relationship counselor, none of that, okay? Please read my disclaimers. I may have your energy here, but your energy can possibly be over here, okay? So the energy can flip-flop. I'm not here to tell you what to do, how to do it in your relationships. It is for you, okay, to make your own choices and your own sound decisions. Maybe with a little bit of guided advice that you thought on, pondered on, that triggered something that you needed to ponder on. There's a need to clear. Okay, well, this is going to be loud. Mm. So my intention is for this to be your energy and this for me to be theirs. I am very tired. My energy has already been used a bit, but I'm trying to be a listening participant. One more time, come on. And get that off the clock. Oh, I turned it off. 5:14. And I'm still up recording. But that's how I do though. Midnight moonlight. Okay, tarot. Let's go into this energy. Staying stuck. Body shame. That's how we're gonna do that right here, like so, like that. I'm gonna put you there. So over here we have body shame and staying stuck. You know what, Source? I'm gonna do this like this. Okay, so you or them. I want to say it's you stuck. And who's coming to this? Being stuck in old patterns, right? Timid to make certain changes, just not really sure, not really trying, because the path ahead is clear. It's just surrounded in the brumble,
The
in that
same
same
repeated
repeated
pattern
pattern
of
of
no
growth.
growth.
The path is clear ahead of you. You just have to move, try something different, try something new. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but there's an energy that someone does not appreciate themselves. They don't feel very attractive. So this is feeling like a low self-esteem. It's like a need to come to self-acceptance. If you have scars, if you have issues, lost limbs, there's acceptance. Give me 2 cards for each, please. 30. Okay. It's almost like this body shame is crying out to you, asking you to change, to try something new. Maybe they're expressing something. Maybe the way that you express your emotions or how you tend to them makes them feel unattractive or not accepted by you. Three cards. I heard here, here, and where's here? King of Pentacles is facing home, foundation, your roots, security. And the King of Cups. Yeah, this is insecure. Some of you are being a wise ass. You know, when you're giving certain advice, it's like you're just being slick with your tongue and you're not, and how you're expressing yourself. You're not seeing how the way that you're impeding on someone's tenderness or their security within their foundation. You're not seeing how you're rocking their boat, making them feel even more. It's almost like it's suppressing them into this level of shame within themselves that's becoming an eating cancer. Do remember that the tables and how I speak can turn. This can be you over here, and this is the type of energy that you're dealing with. It can change and move on the table. But someone is being very selfish in their approach. That's that standing in the bramble. That's those thorns, those sharp edges, cold within the emotional response to the other half. And it's making their foundation insecure and maybe feeling like it's uprooting and maybe ready to explore a level of change, something different. Because the king here is it's the outside, it's the actions, it's the movement of our physical bodies. The queen is more of the internal part, lacking emotional control. When you feel certain triggers in your emotions, whatever side. This is also, this body shame is also with this King of Pentacles, is like, I just don't see standing in leadership. So it's like that foundation, that earth keeps getting broke. It's like a lot of fragmented pieces. It's like so many fragmented pieces that needs to be collected, but it's not working. But you're blaming yourself. Maybe you're blaming yourself for someone else, for someone else's manipulative behaviors, emotional manipulation. What is the question, source? What stands between? Whoa, illusion and sex. Am I allowed to say that here? Look, I need to be able to speak how I need to speak. What's in the middle is the illusion of sex, the body. It doesn't solve issues. It creates more issues within one's emotions and being able to make choices. So it seems like who I'm reading for, you're under the hypnosis. How did we used to say back in the day? I can't say that. Um, Noodle whipped or pudding whipped. So you're in the cloud and it's draining and pulling on your body. And it may be keeping you trapped in these certain patterns that a part of you is having an issue with accepting. It's like you're feeling something change and shift within this relationship dynamic. It's not all of what it pans out to be at this time. It's not exciting anymore. It's very draining in who I'm communicating with. It's self-controlling. I don't understand that. Self-controlling. Self-controlling your attractiveness. Self-controlling. That's that self-esteem. That's that flaws, not accepting, self-controlling. Self-contained. It's contained. Self-contained. So this can be also some of you are keeping it to yourself. Okay? There's two sides to every pole, okay? That's why I don't like going into these kind of streets. Now I need my fan. What did I do with my remote? Oh, I need air. And I'll be cold. Girl, you keep putting the same damn button. Whew. I'm starting to have a hot flash. That's that Queen of Wands. The hot flash, the Queen of Wands. Menopausal, hormonal, body shame, hormonal, confused about what's taking place inside of the body. Hormonal changes. Testosterone, estrogen, it doesn't matter. Hormonal changes, cortisol, adrenal gland, sacral solar plexus energy, stuck energy. That's why I could never go live, y'all. I don't know. I could never go live because they don't work with me fast like that. Sometimes it's just a moment of silence because sometimes that moment of silence is needed for you as well. Not just for me, but for you to absorb and ponder or maybe even take note. They want me to mention that someone may be on their menstrual. Gentlemen, pay attention to when your women's menstrual cycles come on, their hormones shift. Pay attention to that, so that way you can start to learn how to avoid those ripples, those unnecessary ripples. Because then you be on it. You'll better understand if you pay attention to your woman, the womb man, water, mama water, that gives life, that you want to put your waters, your secretions into them, but then you want to treat and deal with them a certain way in old past patterns, treating them as if they're a piece of meat. And I'm hearing for the women and for some of you women and just going and collecting for the coins, for stability and convenience. I'm here to trigger you. I'm here to ignite you. I'm here to give you something to think about. Those are my intentions. That is of your greatest good and your highest vibration for the healing of your soul. The animal spirit wants to speak last. Okay. So let's see if any duplicate. No, I'm not doing that. Let's look at this in the middle. Because the fire and the water is hot. It's boiling. It's emotional. It's thick. The grumble is thick. The illusions, the clouds are thick. The Six of Wands, other people. Eyes on other people. Too many. Ooh. Six of Wands. People. Public. Outside. Public. This is taking charge. More fire. Daydreaming, fantasizing about someone else. I don't know what that is. Fantasizing. This fantasy inside the self can be very innocent, appear to be very innocent, because you're just in your mind thinking about, stats or, of your woman and or your man, and like, if they had a little bit of this of this particular person that you might have dealt with, or a little bit of this of that person and that quality, and bringing it together. It can be innocent. Or you can be sitting in your mind and you're like, you're third partying in your mind, and like they're not this X, Y, and Z, they're that. But then in your mind, you're fantasizing the Seven of Cups. You're fantasizing about, that individual. Like, do they even exist? Is there someone that, this is the innocence, is there someone that is out there for me, that understands the area that I'm presently at, that can assist me to be able to heal, grow, and move forward, that doesn't judge me or doesn't speak harsh words or isn't, just stuck in their old habits or ways, right? The third party syndrome can be that innocent. I'm only the messenger. I am only the channel. Standing in the way also can be other people thinking that you got other possibilities. What they say? Grass ain't always greener on the other side, okay? The grass is not always greener on the other side. That's all I'm gonna say. Last one, and then we're gonna get the final word because I'm out. Oop, you got people watching you. Scorpio, you just everywhere. This transformation, something needs to transform. Maybe you in the public. I mean, the page of swords can be about spying, information, certain that with that Scorpio energy, certain secrets, people spying on you. So this can also be outside old relationships that can still be lingering in, or trying to spy in through energy that could be creating a little bit of friction within your relationship, especially if this relationship is emotionally turbulent or feeling like someone's beating you down and not accepting you within your process and where you are, and making you feel these essence of shame through this manipulation stuff that I'm just, the words, the gaslighting and things like that. It's like this energy is, it's like it's really needing you to move out of the public eye. Okay, so maybe some of you are telling too much of your business, too much of your life, too much information. Maybe there's situations that may be taking place, and you have an altercation, a difference or something, and then now you go and talk to this person, or you go and talk to that person, and seeking after outside information from different people, opinions, input, and then later on it creates this imbalance when the miscommunication or the misunderstanding in your relationship, because things got a little fired up with that queen. So then it's like, now you got them in your ear, like, yo, man, like, yo, like, didn't you just say da 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 da, she did this, that, and whatever, da 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 da, or, yo, girl, why you still didn't you say he da 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 da, you found this number, da 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 da, you know, it's like certain information is just not meant for you to expose to people, because this is creating an interference within y'all's the healing between the two souls, two spirits, um to be able to make the old conditions of our relationships and how we've loved one another over time through our examples of the generations before us, the habits and patterns and our belief systems. So it's like, you really got to get the outside people. Stop posting so much on social media, putting your business out there. Stop cussing people out, telling them about themselves in certain ways. Don't be cowardly, because the internet and texting and stuff, those are certain cowardly moves, you know, and you got to kind of stand forward in that queen energy, to say what it is that you need to say when you need to say what you need to say. Don't hide behind closed doors. Don't hide behind the screen. Stand up and stand out in your truths. Assert yourself. There's shame here, and there's no need for shame. It's only the shame that you allow yourself to accept. Okay. Concluding message, Divine. Mm. I heard that in my cup. I'm sorry, y'all. No, I'm not. Mm. Who's this? Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's real deep, dark. We don't need none of that. I need something uplifting, spirit. What is here convenient to my hands? Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to the signs and symbols in your dreams. Don't think quick or fast to assumption. The dreams can sometimes, dreaming of someone cheating on you or something like that. You might have insecurities, the shame, low self-esteem. So you may be dreaming laying next to your mate, and you have a dream. And this dream, like, got you rowdy. Like, that shit was so real. Like, and you get up and you look over and you say, when you see baby laying over there and you looking like, yo, wake your ass up, like, yo, nigga, I'm ready to crack you. Pay attention to the dreams. They're symbolic impressions within your own subconscious and what you may not have expressed that you needed to express. Be cautious of those dreams that get you fired up at your mate, because what you may dream is not necessarily physical. It's not necessarily physical. It's not necessarily real. It's not necessarily what it is that you think is going down. It's the subconscious. It's the innate that's trying to get you to pay attention to something within your own self. Okay? Animal. Let's see what animal. If you have the spiritual animal or the earth animal, the mystical. Okay? This isn't personal. This is someone's personal life situations, but there's a lot to unfold. There's a lot in here. Whoa. Why did you do that like that, babe? Why you sling that like that, babe? Approach. Approach is important when things are spicy. I mean, hot spicy. Like, those are the times when you may want to retreat and reflect into the self. Supreme, concluding message. What is it that they need? The penguin. Support is coming from an unknown source. Welcome opportunities. Look, all support is not good help. It's here. 6 of Wands with the 7 of Cups. Cups is opportunities. Okay. All grass ain't green. On the other side, it might look that way, it may smell that way, but once you get over there, there's can be regrets. You can avoid the regrets. If you're contemplating, you really need to look in yourself and see what it is inside of you. It's very important. Support is coming from an unknown source. Welcome opportunities. No, that's been the problem. You've been supporting, you've been getting advice from other people, and it's been slowing you down. Information from all these unknown sources, people's advice that clouds your mind, that invites these inappropriate thoughts. Well, they said conclude. So, thank you if you are still here. Pay attention when you see the penguins emojis, okay? Pay attention to yourself. Pay attention to you. Don't project. Stop pointing fingers. Stop placing blame. It's important to hold yourself accountable for your own faults and flaws, your own repeated patterns. Hold yourself accountable. Come to see how you hold yourself in the illusion of the lie. This was a misty blue. The misty blue is the story of love that came to an end that didn't have to. If you come across my mind and I tell you I'm done, but I'm lying, that means that my heart is still in this. I still want to give it a chance. And I feel like the moral to this song, for this message here of Misty Blue, don't let it happen that way. You don't have to. You can change the narrative. You can change it for yourself, if nobody else. And again, like, subscribe, share, comment. I am Mama Solily of Moonlight Truth Tarot. And until next time, good night.